Hello my friends, this is Wake Angel 2001, and I was going to finally do the Klonoa video today, but then, whilst I was going to get issue 74 of the IDW Sonic comic, I found this at the Collector Cave. It is the Transformers Legacy United G1 Universe Optimus Prime. So yeah, you guys remember the design philosophy where they decided to take the G1 accurate mold of the toy as much as possible, but give it a modern style transformation and articulation, and they call that Missing Link. Yeah, like the Missing Link with the die cast and the chrome and the trailer and all that, and I believe it was really expensive, $60 for the Optimus by himself, or $120 for the one that had all the trailer bits and everything. But nope, good old Legacy United is a regular deluxe available for the standard deluxe price of 25 bucks. So, you know, it's much more affordable to those of us that don't have like you know, that much to throw down on a toy that you regretted not getting when you were a little boy. Like, I know I was born in 1985, so technically Optimus has been out there since before I was born, but, like, it had re-releases when I was a little kid. One of the biggest regrets of 5 to 6 year old me was not getting a G1 Optimus when I had the chance. Like, it was that and not getting an April O'Neil figure. So, I got the re-release of the original April O'Neil figure a while ago, like, man, it's been a long time since I got my April figure. But yeah, this is the other great toy regret from my childhood. So yeah, I believe in next year they're gonna be bringing back window boxes. So like there'll be a plastic shield protecting the figures again. So yeah, looking forward to that. But for now, let's get him out of the packaging and see if this G1 throwback is as good as I'm hoping. And here he is, our little G1 Optimus. Now, quick size comparison. I usually like my Optimuses to be Voyager size so that they look respectfully tall next to the other things. But, you know, this is actually kind of accurate to how big G1 Optimus was. So, you know, I'm okay with that. Although, an upscaling would be kind of cool. Remember how when they made those giant He-Man figures, which would, in proportion to the size of an adult to a child, that's how it would have felt in their hands? Remember when they made those? Yeah, I wouldn't mind them if they did that to this. Like, make a big old liter-size one of this exact mold. That would be hilarious. But yeah, so this is our Optimus, and he is not trying to look like Optimus from the cartoon. He is doing everything he can to look like the original toy, but modernized. You know, except since this isn't the Missing Link version, there's no chrome and there's no die cast. It's the build quality of a standard modern day you know, deluxe. Like, because we're doing original toy, Optimus has yellow eyes with a light piping bar on the top, so a bright light going in there will make the eyes light up more. And let's get into the articulation loadout now that I'm holding the figure up close. He has the butterfly joint for transformation and a universal shoulder, which goes all the way. He has a 90-degree elbow and a bicep swivel. He has no wrist movement. I'm guessing they sacrificed the wrist movements so that, you know, the hand could transform. Remember, the original G1 toy had part forming for the hands, and that's the only reason it had wrist swivels. So that's one sacrifice they made for this purpose. I don't believe there's any ab crunch articulation in here, but he does have a waist joint. His waist can move. And his legs, they go out. And the wheel can move up so that you can go all the way. The leg can go all the way backwards too. I mean, that is part of the truck transformation. And it can go forward until it hits the skirts, except that the skirts can fold up so that it can go all the way. So this Optimus can actually sit down. Great. And he has a thigh swivel and a 90-degree bend at the knee, and a foot that can has an ankle rocker and toe articulation. One nice little G1 throwback, it may not have die cast or chrome, but it does have one thing that that G1 toy had: rubberized wheels. These are not plastic tires, they are that soft rubbery tire. So yeah, that's kind of awesome. We got real wheels on this thing. Have not seen that in quite some time. I mean, I'm sure there's other recent figures that have had rubber tires that I've heard of, but this is the first one that I've actually got. And oh yeah, there is a ball joint in the head, so you have some expressive waggle as well as swivel. So yeah, modern day articulation loadout on a G1 Optimus. That is pretty darn fantastic. Optimus has accessories. He has the axe, which ironically enough, in the G1 cartoon, only featured in the pilot and was never used again, but has since become his iconic signature thing. He has a Matrix of Leadership, cast entirely in translucent blue plastic and unpainted. A little bit of... I would have rather had it cast in gray or silver, and then just had the crystal inside painted blue, but that's what they went with. And he has 2 guns. Yep. He has, I think they're both supposed to be like the ion blaster he has, but like slightly different versions of it. One has a bigger barrel. Yeah, I think, yeah, I think that's it. Okay, so, my friend Zach got his hands on one of these before me, and he said that because everything is painted up, they are very tight. So let's see. I mean, yeah, I guess he has a firm grip on them, but it's not super tight. It must vary from figure to figure. Of course, since he comes with 2 rifles, you can actually have him dual wield the iconic ion blaster, so that's kind of awesome. Like that's pretty badass for a G1 toy Optimus. Yeah, like I don't know, like they're firmly in there, but I don't feel like they're scraping anything. Let's see, and the axe, it also has a handle. It's one of those things that you put it over the hand and it covers the hand in orange energy, so, you know, you can, you know, it replicates the look somewhat. I mean, from directly underneath it's a little weird, but it looks good from most other angles. And, yeah, that looks great. He has the axe hand, and again, the accessories in there nice and firm, but not so much that it feels too tight. And according to the instructions, yes, you can pop open his chest and insert the Matrix of Leadership. It has a pegging spot to hold in place, and when you close it, it's visible in there, but not distractingly so. I like it. So yeah, like there's no chairs in there for you to store Optimus's hands. That's because his hands don't come off. But you know, there we go. That I would say that's a pretty good accessory loadout. It has all the things that he's iconically known for, and it all fits in nice and smooth. All right, so now we got to transform him. I'm going to do it off camera, although like I did for the Mars converter, I might shoot the transformation anyway and put it up as a separate video, but we'll see how long this is. And I guess that's the vehicle mode. I mean, I really don't like how I can't get this one arm to get in all the way. I feel like I push it and there's something that just causes it to wedge out. Like, I don't know, is there a deformed thing inside the wheel well or something? Because, like, I can't seem to get the front and back of this arm to peg in. Like, other than that, like, this is so perfectly the G1 Optimus cab. Like, it has the box, it has the blue part, it has his little toes coming out the back, it has the trailer hitch. So if you can get, like, a trailer, you could peg it in there. Like, it's all there. It's just one annoying little panel that doesn't want to line up properly. I hate that. And of course there is accessories storage space. You can see that there's a whole bunch of 5mm ports all over the back of this guy. The instructions specify that you can put the axe right there. It slides between his feet just fine. And his 2 guns go here on the backs of his legs. Oop. Which works a lot better if you actually have them braced. So your Optimus figure is self-contained with all of his accessories. So you don't have to worry about losing anything while he's in vehicle mode. Although that would look kind of weird driving down the street. But still, those rubber tires make the toy roll extremely well. Man, I can't believe how happy I am to have rubber tires. Like, I guess the last time I got a toy car that had rubber tires on it was freaking Lego. So, yeah. But oh my god, I can't believe they actually did it. They produced a G1, but with modern articulation, Optimus Prime, and they did so at a very ordinary deluxe price point. No paying pseudo masterpiece prices. Nope, just I actually think that it's a lot cooler transforming this thing from vehicle to robot than the other way around, because all of his panels line up much better in robot mode than they do in truck mode. But oh man, everything about this is just so cool. Like, again, like, this is an absolute holy grail item. Now, like, isn't it funny? We have so many toy lines that have done this, like using modern engineering to make toys that look as much as possible like their original counterparts from back in the day. They've done it with Ninja Turtles, with He-Man, with Jurassic Park, Street Sharks even. You know, there's only one that I would really, really want to see. Yeah, you know. No, I'm not talking about like taking a modern Sonic figure of the Resource Sonic. I'm talking about this thing. Yeah, remember this? That is the first toy that was ever made that could charitably be described as a Sonic the Hedgehog action figure. Jakks Pacific, do this. Give this modern articulation. Yeah, then that'll be perfect. Alright, thank you all for indulging that. This is Wake Angel 2001 signing off.